Hey guys, so today we're going to be interviewing people at the Aquarium Loft. We have this guy right here that I just interviewed. We're going to be interviewing the rest of the people here. Alrighty, first question, why do you play VRChat?
Honestly, I just kind of do it to move on from the world, just get a little escape, meet new people, have fun, but just more importantly, kind of get away from all the bullshit that happens in my life, Fun stuff. Next question.
How long have you been playing VRChat?
I played it on PC for maybe 2 to 3 months, and I've been playing it on VR for about a month.
How do you feel about all the NSFW content in a game where there's children? Any changes you want made to the core of VRChat?
I think in the core of VRChat, we need less trolls and probably more wholesome content in the game. Because while there is an abundance of content in VRChat, most of it is centered around, like the avatars, for instance, are centered around NSFW content. Like, for instance, any woman avatar I was to choose right now, I guarantee she'll have her tits and ass out. And male avatars are centered around being, this embodiment of male perfection. Like, it's all, I want to see just more wholesome content, Less things based off of male and woman and trying to look hot. Just, little stuff like this, like my avatar.
Have you ran into any weird people / like creeps?
While as I haven't played this game this long, so I can't say that I've had experiences with terrible people. I have experienced in other cases where I've seen people act weird and or disturbing. I've had instances where I've seen people get kicked from worlds due to pedophilia allegations. I say allegations because I myself didn't experience them, so I don't know for sure. But I will say there's definitely an abundance of creepy people on VRChat.
Do you know about the mirror people, and are you a mirror dweller yourself?
Can I ask for the definition of mirror dweller?
Someone that stares at a mirror and just kind of watches their avatar, not really interacting with others.
Okay, well, to an extent, yes. I myself am a mirror dweller. I enjoy just kind of the whole hanging out, I don't do it by myself, and I certainly don't not interact with people, but while I'm interacting with people, I tend to enjoy having the mirror on. Next question.
What's Phantom Sense, and do you have it?
I personally don't have Phantom Sense, but what Phantom Sense is though your mind regards the fact that you are not being physically touched, what your vision does is it tricks your brain into thinking you are. So if I were to say, touch your knee, right? Then your mind, due to what it is seeing, gets tricked into believing it. And it's more common in people with things like FBT, full body tracking. Give me just a moment, I gotta turn this down. So, it's more common in people who have full body tracking due to the fact that they get a more realistic experience. But like I said, I personally don't have it.
Last question. Have you ever gotten motion sickness in VR?
I would say I have. Not to an extent of, throwing up and or feeling physically ill for a while, but due to things like just how my headset works, if I lag too much, it'll break my screen, and with that, it'll make me motion sick quite often, so I usually have to reconnect everything. Alright.
Alrighty, first question, why do you play VRChat?
Really just to make friends. After school ended, it kind of got a little hard to actually hang out with friends. That's how you figure out who your real friends are. And so far, I've got no invites from them to do stuff, go to the park or anything. So I come here just to make friends. Next question.
How long have you been playing VRChat?
1 to 2 months. Next question.
How do you feel about all the NSFW content in VRChat?
Yeah, it is a very reoccurring output to people in general. It's almost in every single server I've been in. Next question.
How do you feel about all the kids in VRChat?
There's a lot, and some of them think that they're able to go into 13 to 18 plus servers, and it's just kind of sad in general because then they can possibly get kicked and or banned if they mess up enough. Kind of sucks. Next question.
Are there any changes you want made to VRChat?
More moderation. That's good. Next question.
Have you run into any weird people?
Yes, in fact, I have. I would consider pedophilia in a lot of servers I have been in, but has not been warned about it and or kicked from servers I've been in. Next question.
What's Phantom Sense, and do you have it?
Phantom Sense to me personally, say I'm looking at you and you do this, I will feel that in real life. I have been playing, since I've been playing for 1 to 2 months, getting hugs constantly. It has now tricked my brain so much that if I see you doing anything to me, I will feel that in that part. Next question.
1 second, I'm sorry. Do you
Alright.
know about the mirror people?
Yes. In almost every server, there's always 1 to 2 people minimum that's always at a mirror, just constantly staring at themselves. Unless if you engage with them first, otherwise they'll just be there, maybe on call in Oculus or on phone, talking to someone else and muted. And me personally, I am not one myself, but I do like being around mirrors to talk with people. Next question.
Have you ever gotten motion sickness in VRChat?
Me personally, no, I have not, but I have been crashed once and somewhat, but not at the same time. I have not gotten to that point yet. Next question.
Okay, this is the last question. How do you feel about mirror people?
It can get annoying sometimes because since they're looking at themselves so much, they tend to zone out and not listen to people around them, especially if they're trying to socialize with them. So don't get much of engaging in conversation, which can make the server really boring. So you kind of have to, if you really have to, yell at them, get their attention, so you can have a good experience in the world. Was that the last question?
We have one more. I'm kind of just alrighty. Who's your favorite president?
All time, or that's going to get elected this
Just
year?
in general.
Just in general. I think Lincoln has done a lot of good for us.
Yeah, bro. He freed the slaves and shit.
He did a lot about that, yes.
And he was on the dollar
That
bill
was
and shit.
brilliant.
Like, bro, kind of a W. And he was 6'4". Like, bro, he was 6'4" in like 1950, bro. Well, that's way farther
Yeah,
actually. Wait, like, that's
probably
like
in the
18 something,
18.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro, back in black and white
crazy.
pictures. I'm leaving this in. There'll be bloopers. This will be the blooper.
Oh God, though. Oh my God.
Alrighty.
We love Lincoln.
Wave hi to
He's the best.
YouTube.
Yo.
I'm taking a blinker for YouTube. God, it's tobacco. Alrighty. First question. Why do you play VRChat?
Boredom mostly, just something to pass the time. Next question.
How long have you been playing VRChat?
I think I got my first VR headset like 2019, maybe. I don't know, around there. So probably like a year or so after that. Next question.
How do you feel about all the kids in VRChat?
I definitely think that there needs to be more moderation when it comes to minors and things like that. I don't know. I just think there needs to be more moderation. It's definitely not good to be having all that NSFW stuff and right next to like 12, 13-year-olds.
Any changes you want made to VRChat?
I don't know. I play Quest personally, and I sometimes walk into supposedly Quest-friendly worlds, and my thing just bugs out so bad it almost crashes, and I have to leave immediately. So, more Quest compatibility would be nice. Next question.
Have you ran into any weird people / pedophiles?
I don't think I have personally. I typically am just muted off doing my own thing in most worlds.
How do you feel about the mirror dwellers?
They don't bother me. I honestly probably closer to one of them than most people since I'm just off doing my own thing.
What's Phantom Sense, and do you have it?
Phantom Sense, from what I know at least, is when you think you're gonna get touched in like VR, even though you're not going to because it's all virtual, and it feels like you are, except you're not. And I don't have it.